Good afternoon, Bulldogs. I hope each and every one of you is doing absolutely amazing. It's me, Mrs. Salinas, and the lovely Miss Jefferson will join us later on throughout the presentation. Today, we're going to go ahead and brainstorm for your Hispanic Heritage Month project. So, welcome back, AVID Prep. Let's go ahead and take out that agenda. Remember, go ahead and make sure you're writing your agenda every single day. Let's go ahead and follow the steps. Number one, write the first bullet point in your agenda for Thursday, September 30th, 2021, and then clear your desk. Number two, gather materials and get into your groups. Number three, these are the materials that you will need for today. One Chromebook, notebook, paper, pencil or ink pen, blue or black only. Number four, you have 2 minutes to complete these steps and be ready to go. Remember, teachers, once the 2 minutes are up, if you can have one student read the quote for the day, and then the essential question. Go ahead and begin, guys. Good job, Bulldogs. Very good job. Before we move on to the next slide, teachers, if you can, please pause this video and go ahead and show the video labeled interviews that was sent to your email. And now we have the lovely Miss Jefferson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Salinas, for opening up our presentation today. Thank you for the interviews. Thank you to all the teachers who helped us out with the interviews. We really appreciate your participation today. All right, AVID Prep, let's go over some important reminders really quickly because we want you guys to get into your groups and start your research today. All right, remember our group norms. Be respectful at all times. Recognize and appreciate what everybody brings to the table. Use your time wisely. Be problem solvers. Have a good attitude and be engaged in the process and have a great time. All right, hopefully by now you have assigned your group roles. I do want to say to the writer, your role is really important. You should be jotting down everything you guys talk about today. keeping up with the websites that you visit, managing the notes. So when we come back after the October break, you still have all of the information and you guys can continue moving forward with the project. Also remember, only the inquirer can ask the teacher questions. All right, so you have two options for your project. You can do the Flipgrid video, or you can write a report and do a poster presentation. For the Flipgrid video, get into your groups today, decide on the information that you want to gather and share with your audience. Also, begin talking about how you want to present your video, who's going to talk on the video. Are you reading a poem, adding a song, sharing some pictures of something about your famous person? Have those discussions today as well. After the October break, Mr. Salinas will share with you a how-to Flipgrid video, as well as give you all the links that you will need. There will be a separate link for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. All right, for the written presentation, of course, you should have pencil and paper. You got the Chromebook. Today, you're focusing on your research, and then you'll get into the writing when you come back after the October break. Here again is a couple of examples of some posters. You won't have a trifold, but we do have the posters ready and available for your teachers to pick up for any group that wishes to create a visual presentation. All right, I'm going to keep this list of famous Hispanic people in this presentation. I am going to keep this list of Hispanic cultures and countries. And we will keep this slide of the Hispanic colleges and universities in this presentation as well. And I'll tell you why later. All right, so about your topic, understand what this project is all about. Make sure you guys are picking something that's interesting to everybody, because if you don't like the topic, you won't do a good job. All right. If your topic is broad, you want to narrow it down so you can really get some good information and do some good research. For example, instead of looking for just Arizona State University, kind of break that down to Arizona State University Hispanic Greek Life, or Arizona State University Hispanic Cultural Programs. All right, so kind of be specific in what you're looking for. Keep in mind that the purpose, the author's purpose, is to inform your audience about your topic. So a great place to start is to write down a list of questions that you yourself want the answers to. All right, so you want to use about 2 to 3 internet sites. Reputable websites are .gov, have a .gov extension. Some have .edu extensions. Materials from Google Scholar are good as well. And I think a lot of you should use Google Scholar. Kind of start there. And some .com sites are good as well. Wikipedia is not a reliable source because the information can be changed by anyone at any time. So try not to rely too heavily on Wikipedia. So what you should do is just read a chunk of information before you decide upon the facts that you want to include in your report. As a group, decide what key ideas are important that you want to share. And then once you get all of your research gathered up, compile it into a logical order, and then create your final product. If you are writing a report, we want you to include the website URL or the website address, where you found your facts and information. Put that on the back of the poster where you're going to write your group member names, okay? We want to be sure we reference or cite where you found your information. All right, so here is a slide of some useful websites you guys can use. Everybody can use Google Scholar. All right, 6th grade, I kind of added something for you. 24 famous Hispanic Americans who made history. However, there are lots more out there. So if you have a person's name, certainly use Google Scholar and you can pull up what you need. 8th grade, here is a list of some websites that you can go to find out about the colleges and universities that serve our Hispanic and Latino community. All right. And some things you may want to know about those particular schools. What are the support services that they offer for Hispanics? What are some of the Hispanic and Latino or Latina cultural programs and organizations? What is the Hispanic Greek life like on that particular campus? And so these are just some things you may want to know. And then also let us know, is this a school you would like to attend? Why or why not? All right, so let us know, eighth grade. We're excited to see what you guys put together. All right, so let's get it started. Today, you're going to be working in your groups. You will have a chance tomorrow morning, Friday morning as well, to work a little bit together after your binder and agenda checks. And when you come back from your October break, you will only have 2 class periods to finish everything up. So be sure to use your time wisely. Projects will be due at the end of class on Thursday, October 14th. So as a resource, a PDF soft copy of this presentation has been shared with your AVID Prep teacher. And so that's why I kept the slides with the famous names, the countries and the cultures, and the colleges and the universities. So you guys could get a copy of this PDF and look at those slides over and over as a resource to help you remember things about this presentation, things you can look up for your project. And that way you won't have to ask your teacher too many questions. You can figure out some of the things on your own. Also, the links in this presentation, they're active. And so if you get the PDF emailed to you, you can click on those links and they take you right to the website. All right, so thank you guys for listening. I hope you are excited as we are. We look forward to seeing what everybody puts together. Remember, do your best work. Honorable mentions will be on display at our ESL Family Night that's coming up soon. So enjoy working on your projects. Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys back after the October break.